guys, Merry Christmas, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 favourite Christmas songs ever. And obviously this is a hard list to make, but I did make it, and I'm usually a very indecisive person, so I'm very impressed with myself that I did manage to whittle this down. I have a full-blown Christmas playlist on my Spotify. My Spotify is always linked in the description of my videos, and they are like all of my favourite Christmas songs in there. But I have picked 10, and they're not in a particular order when it gets to like, I don't know. I tried to pick songs that weren't the classics, because I feel like it's a little bit predictable. So I tried to pick songs that maybe not everyone's heard of and that I can kind of share with people. There are a couple of the classics on there, but I also tried to pick songs that I feel... I'm trying to get in my Christmas jumper a little bit more. I can't sit up any straighter than I already am. I kind of picked songs that I would actually choose to listen to, like when I'm walking to work and stuff like that, because I feel like some Christmas songs, they're more for like playing when you're doing the cooking or at a family event or something, whereas these ones I feel are more like songs that are just about Christmas. If that makes any sense, I don't know if it really does, but yeah, I'm gonna delve right in. So one is Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues featuring Kirsty MacColl. I sort of still remember the first time I heard this song, and I remember just thinking, what an epic Christmas song, because it's really, there's no other Christmas song like this, and it was just such a different take on a Christmas song, and I just remember being in awe of it and listening to it over and over again, because also like I was probably, I don't know, a kid, and like I was like, oh my god, this Christmas song has like swear words in, like this is so cool. But I don't know, it's got a lot of heart and it's got a bit of a kick to it, and it's just always been one of my favourites ever since I first heard it. And it has some darker undertones to it, but also a sort of lively vibe to it as well. It's quite a chameleon of a song in my opinion. Next one will never fail to put a smile on my face, and this is Christmas, Baby Please Come Home by Michael Bublé. I have such a soft spot for Michael Bublé. I think he's the king of Christmas. I love everything he does. I think he's just seems like a really lovely human being. This song is definitely my favourite Christmas song out of all the Christmas songs he's done. I didn't actually know this was a cover. I heard the original of this not that long ago, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't know this wasn't a Michael Bublé song. This song just gets me so in the mood for Christmas. I remember I used it in Vlogmas a couple of times, and I was just like feeling it so much. It's just the epitome of Christmas to me, and I think it will go down as a classic Christmas song. Next is just I can't express how much I love this song. This is Christmas Time by The Darkness. I was a fan of The Darkness since I can ever remember. I remember when I got their album when I was a kid for Christmas, and I was just elated. I was so happy to have this album and this, and so yeah, I've loved The Darkness for a really long time. This song in particular just reminds me of being a kid, and just reminds me of happy times. I love his voice as well. I think Justin from The Darkness has such a great voice. I would really love him to bring out another Christmas song, but I don't know if he can top this one. I just don't know. I remember a few years ago, every year we have Santa comes down our road on Christmas Eve on a like a float thing, and it's for charity, and there's people with buckets for you to put money in, and every year they play songs and stuff when they come down the road. And I remember the best time, a couple of years ago, they played Christmas Time, and I was almost in tears by the emotion. I don't know why. I think it's because this is something that's been going on since I was a kid. Both times in Vlogmas I have vlogged the float coming down the road, and that is my favourite thing about Christmas, because it's always been there since I was a kid. And this song, I just love it. I just think it's such an epic Christmas song, and it's nice to have a little bit of rock and roll at Christmas. Next, this one evokes a lot of emotion in me, and I've been listening to this a lot over the past couple of days, and it's only November, and I usually have a no Christmas songs until December rule, but I have started early with this one. So this is Christmas Lights by Coldplay. This song is kind of a new addition into my life. I think it was maybe last Christmas or the Christmas before that I kind of discovered it, and like I said, it just brings out a lot of emotion in me, and I feel really emotional whenever I hear it. It never fails to make me well up a little bit, and I think a lot of Coldplay songs do that for me and for a lot of people. I know Coldplay are a little bit like Marmite to a lot of people. My dad doesn't like Coldplay at all, but this song, it's quite an emotional song. It's not your average upbeat Christmas song, but I just love it, and it makes me really want to learn the piano. There are a couple of songs that I've heard in my life that have just made me have a real passion to learn to play the piano, and this is one of them. I just think it's a truly beautiful Christmas song. Next song is a little bit more of a fun and upbeat one, and this is Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande. I remember when I first heard this song, it was 2014. I think. I remember I said that very confidently, but then I was like, oh, was it? I'm not sure. I think it was 2014, and I just thought, yes, Ariana, this is an absolute tune. It was the perfect pop Christmas song, because I just felt like for years it was always just the same Christmas songs from like the 80s and that, and don't get me wrong, I love those songs, they are classics, but I really wanted something fresh, and I feel like Ariana really brought that with her EP, and this song is just my absolute favourite. It's such a jam. I just can't help but having a little bit of a dance whenever it comes on. Next one is Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. Probably going to be a few mixed responses to this one. I just think it's a really fun and cute little Christmas song, and I remember really liking the video and being like, oh my god, Justin Bieber's so cute. But then I would also be like, oh, I'm not a Justin Bieber fan, I'm too cool for that. But yeah, I've always really liked this song. I've always found JB to be a bit of a guilty pleasure, to be honest, and this song is just, this will go down in history for me as one of the best Christmas songs. Next is One More Sleep by Leona Lewis. I think I only familiarised myself with this song maybe last year. I can't remember if it was the year before, but I just remembered thinking, what a cute little song. I just think it's a really adorable little number, and Leona hasn't really done a lot in the past couple of years. I don't actually know when this song came out, to be honest. I could look it up, but I can't really be bothered. But I just thought this was a winner from Leona Lewis. It's just a nice kind of upbeat and fun pop Christmas song. Next is Do They Know It's Christmas, but the Band Aid 20 version. I do actually enjoy every version of the Band Aid song, but the 21 will just always be my favourite, because I remember it came out in 2004. I was the biggest Busted fan in the world. Well, I may still be, to be honest. And Busted were on it, and I remember watching it for the first time and being like, oh my god, Busted have done a Christmas song. And it's just always been my favourite one because it's just the one I grew up with. I did really like the Band Aid 30, to be honest, as well, because that also had like a lot of artists in it that I really look up to and admire. But the Band Aid 21 has always had a special place in my heart, and the song in general, from any version from the original 2030, just is, it's kind of hard going at times, but it makes you think about the world and makes you think about others, and that's a really important thing to do at Christmas. And I think if it makes you do something for other people, because whenever I listen to that song I always feel inspired to go out and do something selfless and for someone else. So I think it's important to have songs, especially Christmas songs, that can do that. The penultimate song on here is When Christmas Comes Around by Matt Terry. Now, when I watched X Factor last year, I didn't actually want Matt Terry to win, to be honest. He wasn't my favourite at all. No, nothing against the guy, he wasn't my favourite. But it seems like so long ago now, I don't even remember who I wanted to win. But I just really loved this song. I believe Ed Sheeran wrote this song, and as I'm sure we can all agree, Ed Sheeran can do no wrong when it comes to writing lyrics, so I was bound to love this song. And yeah, it's just nice to have a kind of fresh Christmas song. I will always get behind artists releasing new Christmas music because I think there isn't enough of it in the world. So this one was one that I really liked, and the kind of style of song is the sort of style I would usually listen to, so I was all for that one. Last one is a classic, and it is I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day by Wizard. And I think you will all agree this is an absolute belter of a song. Total classic. If I was to go to like a Christmas karaoke, I think this would be the song I would perform. Whenever I hear, and I know that song's gonna come on, I am elated with so much joy. I love this song. The bit where the like kids choir, whatever it is, sings has always made me feel a little bit emotional. I don't know why. I think because I just love children so much, they're so adorable, and kids singing and stuff just makes me really happy. So I always get a little bit teared up with like happy tears whenever I listen to that song. And I did feel like I did have to include like a really classic Christmas song, and I looked at all of them and I just thought that one was kind of speaking out to me as one that I can remember really enjoying when I was a kid, and one that just makes me super duper happy. So those are my top 10 favourite Christmas songs. I could obviously go on and on. There are so many, and so many brilliant covers. I love Gavin James has done some Christmas covers which I love. Sam Smith did a really great Christmas cover, and I'm all for a good Christmas cover, you guys. I'm all for it. I'd love for you guys to tell me what your favourite Christmas song or songs are, especially if it's one I haven't included, because you never know, I may never have heard it. I'd really appreciate it if you gave the video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're new around here. I'm vlogging every day this December, well, until like Christmas Day, and I'm uploading lots of Christmas videos as well as vlogs. Make sure you're subscribed and have the notifications turned on so that you are in the loop with all things Christmas up on this channel. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you very soon in the next one. Goodbye.